Jeremy, tomorrow we've got a vote on a motion calling for an inquiry into the war in Iraq. What do you think should happen?
I think we should support this motion, even though it's come from Conservatives who actually supported the war. Their motion is entirely in order. It calls for an inquiry into the Iraq war. The government said there would be an inquiry when all troops had been withdrawn. There is now a timetable for withdrawal, and that should go ahead. And what needs to come out in this is what papers were put to the Cabinet, what legal advice was put to the Cabinet, what intelligence was put to the Cabinet, what was withheld from the Cabinet by the Prime Minister or somebody else, and also why the government, having been defeated by the Information Commissioner on the release of all the papers, then invoked national security rules, a very convenient little ruse that, in order to prevent the publication of crucial documents. We need to know the truth. 500,000 Iraqis have died. The world has been set aflame by this dreadful conflict. 4 million Iraqis are in exile. This is a terrible story, and the truth is going to come out one day.
Why do you think the government's opposing an inquiry?
Because they know what the truth is, because they know that Parliament was misled, because they know there were no weapons of mass destruction, because they know that they conned Labour MPs into supporting this terrible war, and that Blair actually made the decision to go to war in April 2002 at that infamous barbecue in Crawford, Texas with George Bush.
The relatives of some of the soldiers who've lost their lives in Iraq will be here tomorrow. What do you think they'll be saying to MPs?
Reg Keys and others are coming tomorrow. What they're going to be saying is, our sons died in Iraq. Our sons died for what? Our sons died to protect the image of a Prime Minister who had misled Parliament. Our sons died for the freedom of people. No, what they're going to be saying is, our sons died for the vanity of politicians.
Thanks, Jeremy, and let's hope tomorrow Parliament will have sense and will have a proper inquiry. If the vote doesn't go in favour of an inquiry, what's the next step?
We'll bring it up again. The Stop the War Coalition is here to stay. We're organising meetings on Iraq and Afghanistan. We're organising issues surrounding this, and we're having a big conference in April, the Stop the War Annual Conference, in which I'm tabling a motion with the agreement of the national leadership of Stop the War Coalition concerning the attacks and loss of our own civil liberties because of the wars in Iraq and Afghanistan. This is a turning point in British history. We were lied to go into a war. 500,000 and more have died, and the consequences go on forever. It's time to draw a line under it by having an inquiry, but above all it's time to bring the troops out of Iraq and, in my view, of Afghanistan as well.
This is an interview with Jeremy Corbyn on the eve of the debate on the Iraq inquiry tomorrow in the House of Commons.